Hi, I'm Bob Hill, President of the Church of Scientology, Mission of Riverdale at 308 Broadview Avenue in Toronto. This is Sunday service. I think we're at about 39 during this time period. And we're doing this online, so it gives you guys a chance to see it. Today, we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to ask, can you improve your life? The question, maybe some of you are saying maybe some of you are saying sure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a way so that you can improve your life, and it's called a postulate. Now a postulate is something you consider to be true and you make it come true. Now postulates often happen around Christmas and New Year's, where somebody says, this year, I'm going to get a steady job. That's a postulate. They're putting something out there. And it is something that you have to work on. You have to keep putting it there and putting it there, because the environment will throw objections back at you why it should not happen. So we're going to give you some hatting today on how you can make your dreams come true. Imagine that. Now, Scientology is a practical religion. It teaches a person how to know. In fact, that's what the word Scientology means, knowing how to know. Today's sermon is based on the writings of L. Ron Hubbard from the book Scientology, The Fundamentals of Thought, and a poem that Ron used to show the power of postulates. Now, the poem, he acknowledges, was written by an unknown writer, but it applies to what we consider to be a postulate. In 1964, through the course of intensive research on human spiritual capabilities, Ron came upon an anonymously written poem, State of Mind. Distributing it to his students, he very simply explained, this poem, written by an unknown author, seems to indicate the force of postulates. In 1998, the poem was put to music as a song. The poem, rightfully so, is called State of Mind. All right, so here we go. You ready? Great. If you think you are beaten, you are. Now, have you ever felt like, boy, I can't do this anymore? Well, you thought about it, you put it there. So if you think you're beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. Now, what does that mean? Well, if I try and do something, I better watch it, I better be careful. Well, guess what? You don't. So if you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win, but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. Now, if you think you'll lose, you've lost. 4, out in the world you will find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. It's all in the state of mind. Think big, and your deeds will grow. Think small, and you'll fall behind. You get all caught up in, oh my God, I always wanted to do that. I don't know what happened. I just didn't think I could. Well, as soon as you thought you couldn't, you didn't. Now, if you thought you did and you could, you would, and you'd change conditions. Think that you can, and you will. It's all in the state of mind. It's all in the state of mind. Full many a race is lost, ere ever a step is run. The word ere means in the past, or putting something in the past. To give you an exact definition, it means before or earlier than. So I'll give you that one again. Full many a race is lost, ere ever a step is run. So in the past, earlier, the guy had already decided that he couldn't win that race. So the race was lost before it was even run. And many a coward fails ere ever his work's begun. Again, in the past, he already decided that this isn't going to work, this won't happen, so therefore nothing happens. Now, if he would have just decided, I'm going to make this go right, I'm going to make this happen, he gets up in the morning, he thinks to himself, it's going to be a great day, I'm going to make it into a great day, things start to bend and go the way that you want them. So keep that in mind. So if you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Now you've seen people like that, they just, I'm going to win this, and they're always winning and they're always making things happen. And sometimes people will get resentful towards them because they're boisterous. I can conquer this, I can take on that. But certainly when they do that, they feel fantastic. In real life, I can give you examples of myself. I've tackled things, well, I got into music for a while. Who would have thought I would have got into music? So I looked into it, I studied it, I practiced. Lo and behold, I had a band. And after a few years, the band made a CD. That CD was played in the United States. The music was good. Who would have thought that I could have got that prize of making the music? I never wanted to be famous or anything, but I loved music and I wanted to perform music. It was something I had never in the past considered I could do, but I changed my mind. And lo and behold, there it was, this music that other people wanted to listen to. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or the fastest man. But sooner or late, the man who wins is the fella who thinks he can. The fella who thinks he can. Think big and your deeds will grow. It's all in the state of mind. It's all in the state of mind. So, my message to you is, think big. You got it? Great. There you go, state of mind. We'll end now with the creed of the Church of Scientology. We of the Church believe that all men of whatever race, color, or creed were created with equal rights. That all men have inalienable rights to their own religious practices and their performances. That all men have inalienable rights to their own lives. That all men have inalienable rights to their sanity. That all men have inalienable rights to their own defense. That all men have inalienable rights to conceive, choose, assist, or support their own organizations, churches, and governments. That all men have inalienable rights to think freely, to talk freely, to write freely their own opinions, and to counter or utter or write upon the opinions of others. That all men have inalienable rights to the creation of their own kind. That the souls of men have the rights of men. That the study of the mind and the healing of mentally caused ills should not be alienated from religion or condoned in non-religious fields, and that no agency less than God has the power to suspend or set aside these rights overtly or covertly. And we of the Church believe that man is basically good, that he is seeking to survive, that his survival depends upon himself and upon his fellows in his attainment of brotherhood with the universe. And we of the Church believe that the laws of God forbid man to destroy his own kind, to destroy the sanity of another, to destroy or enslave another soul, to destroy or reduce the survival of one's companions or one's group. And we of the church believe that the spirit can be saved, and that the spirit alone may save or heal the body. Now, today we talked about postulates, you putting something there. You can actually change things. You are a spiritual being. You can make decisions. You can make those things happen. The beauty of it is you can put something there, you can push it through. You can also put something there that isn't going to make it go through. So we're asking you, change your postulates. Either way, it's a postulate. I'll let you have your win either way. However, let's change conditions on this planet by postulating things that will improve conditions for the greater good. What do you think? Think it's a good idea? I count on all your postulates. Those postulates should also be in the direction of allowing you and having you flourish and prosper. So it's in your hands. Postulates are free. They don't cost anything. You can have them. You can create them. They're yours. You have that power. Use it. If you want more information on how to use it, study Scientology. You're going to see an address and you're going to see an email address where you can go to get more information on Scientology. That will help you with making those postulates. Okay? Good stuff. Now, I'll read to you the prayer for total freedom. May the author of the universe enable all men to reach an understanding of their spiritual nature. May awareness and understanding of life expand so that all may come to know the author of the universe. And may others also reach this understanding, which brings total freedom. At this time, we think of those whose liberty is threatened, of those who have suffered imprisonment for their beliefs, of those who are enslaved or martyred, and for all those who are brutalized, trapped, or attacked. We pray that human rights will be preserved, so that all people may believe and worship freely, so that freedom will once again be seen in our land. Freedom from war and poverty, and one, freedom to be, freedom to do, and freedom to have. Freedom to use and understand man's potential, a potential that is God-given and God-like. And freedom to achieve that understanding and awareness that is total freedom. May God let it be so. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. I'll see you next week.